That angle should be okay. Let's push you over a little bit more. I do apologise for that little bit in the corner that's black, but I've rearranged the way that I am filming live streams. I think it possibly might be a little bit better like this. Hopefully. I didn't manage to get this done in acrylic, unfortunately. I did them live streams yesterday, didn't I? I've not had time, you know, to do much, to be honest. I didn't do any colouring this afternoon. Let's turn this page over. Again, I've kept the protective sheet on the reverse to protect the page behind. And I think I'll start with that acrylic, but I've changed my mind. I'm not going for pure black. I tend to use black quite a lot. I've tried my best to clean this tray. There's nothing I can do now. It's completely dried, so I'm going to have to get a new one. I'm pretty sure I got this from the range. Payne's Grey. It's just an acrylic paint. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered with getting the Arteza out. The Arteza is in a pretty big box, and it's got stuff on top of it on the boot shelf. And this was easy to hand, so we will just use this. And it's, you know, it's alright. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't particularly want to be using my aqua brushes because I know that acrylic will spoil them. So I'm going to go for my smallest one. No water. I have let the dogs out. I say that, but I turn around and they're both in the same bed. Voila. No, she's not interested. I'll get her on camera one of these days. I've just done a review on some hollow glitter paints. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I'll have to reach up to see you. Or can I not zoom in on this one? You mustn't be able to zoom in while it's streamed. Well, there you go. Ah, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'll end up clicking the off button by mistake. So I don't want to say home alone. I'm not home alone. I've got the children in the house. But my husband has gone out tonight. It's a work thing, like a dinner. My youngest is fast asleep. I wouldn't be surprised if my oldest is fast asleep as well, because he's not really so good. I think he's got the tummy bug that's been going round. He really did look ill earlier on. It's a shame. Lewis never usually complains about it being ill either, so that's when you know he is ill. I did him pizza for his tea and he didn't want it. He's just gone to bed. Gone to bed. Even this brush is too big for these teeny tiny areas. Look at the size of this brush as well. It is quite small. I'm still going out the lines. I'm quite enjoying this Halloween book actually. Once I've done this one and once I've finished the Hannah Lynn, and I don't know why I start all these projects. It sort of stresses me out. And it's meant to be the opposite, isn't it? But I do want to start either a Jasmine one, Jasmine Beckett Griffith one, or a Misfits one, which I'm sort of more leaning towards. I'm really enjoying her boots at the minute. While it's Halloweeny season, get all the Halloween pictures in while we can. To be honest, with this colder weather as well kicking in, my arthritis in my knee is being funny beggars at the moment, so that's fun. I was meant to text my mother-in-law as well to remind her that I was coming live streaming, and I've completely forgot. So sorry Donna if you're watching this. I've just quickly finished editing a video and uploaded it and clicked record and I completely forgot, so I'm sorry. Probably gonna have to wet the brush again in a minute. I don't tend to like doing that too much because it will take the pigment away and I'll have to go over it a couple of times, which isn't ideal on these small areas. I'm just mixing the paint with a bit of water to just make it easier to work with. I've been watching American Horror Story again. I was literally just watching it then as I was uploading that little first impression video. And I'm enjoying it again. Such a good series. I've decided to start watching again the Freak Show one. And I watched that when it was actually on TV at the time, so I don't remember much. So it's like watching it all over again. You know, me not remembering. I'm enjoying it. It's good. And I hit over 100 subscribers this evening, which I'm over the moon about. I didn't think that I'd get to that point. And I know it doesn't sound a lot. It might not sound a lot to you, 100, but to me it is. It's a lot of people. So yeah, I was over the moon, and I'm over the moon. And the last time I checked, I think it was 106, 107 maybe. You see how it's looking a bit patchy there? That's because I've added more waters to it, so I will probably have to go over that again. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the fan from the Xbox actually. I probably should have turned it off. I don't know how long I'm gonna live stream for, so I've kept it on just in case I want to carry on watching it. I've not really seen many videos on this beat, to be honest. Not many people are colouring it by the looks of it. Sorry, I was just taking a drink. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have more water, unfortunately. It's not really ideal using such a small brush on this big area. Well, I can't be bothered keep switching them. So we'll see if we can manage. I do ideally need a black Posca pen. You know, I was at Hobbycraft as well last weekend. I don't know if they sell them separately for these sort of areas. I just feel like going over them windows. You know what we are going to do. We won't go over all of them. So yet again, it seems like all I do is bang on about the weather, but it's been raining again today. I'd rather it be cold. I'd rather it be cold than rain. And we've still got the weather warnings, the flood warnings around our area. See, that doesn't look too bad now. I've gone over it with another layer. I could possibly even go over with a little colour pencil as well. But I have got them new paints. They should be completely dry now. So I've got them here. I was letting them dry at the side of me. Yeah, really nice. And I've swatched them out. They are beautiful, but you'd have to have a colour already there, you know, a base already laid down before you use them. Like this, for instance, would be perfect. I don't think I'm going to do it here. I might do it with the sky, because you wouldn't have glittery houses, would you? that you can hear is an e-cigarette. I chose the lightest one possible, I think, in the store. Makes me nervous, all these little bits. I'm gonna have to wet the brush again. See how much easier it is when the brush is wet. She's got boots on as well. Usually I just go for black boots. Should I try something different? This one really looks like black or brown, isn't it? If you're trying to make it more realistic. My bloody boiler broke as well at the start of the week. Finally got it fixed this morning. The person that came around to fix it was explaining what was wrong with it, and it was something to do with the balloon. I don't even know what it is. Like a balloon with the pressure. So yeah, that's been fixed. It's been pretty annoying all week. I missed a little bit there in the middle. I've got my new Neo colour twos, but I use them to go over the sky because I weren't happy with the Inktense. So I don't think I'm going to use them anywhere else in this picture. I can go over that little bit again. Seems so quiet tonight. Usually we'd have the kids in bed for this time anyway, but my husband not here. He'd only be sat over there doing his puzzle anyway, or watching TV or football. It's very quiet. Oops, I might have put a little bit too much on my brush there then. That's fine. It's fine. These bits I'm a bit worried about. There we go. I'm quite impressed that I managed that. It's weird actually me sat here in silence because I'd usually have some sort of YouTube video playing. I'm gonna have to go over them because I messed them up, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's strange that I'm just sat here in complete silence. The Xbox is on pause. I would usually have somebody's stream playing in the background. I don't particularly watch it. I just listen to it while I'm doing what I'm doing. So I've added to add a little bit more water there because that paint was getting difficult to work with. It should dry, I say should, it should dry matte as well, this. I'll move you over a bit. Here we are with the little bits. This is where I go at the lines. Why did they have to put these tiny weeny little things in? Yeah, I think Lewis is going to end up having the day off school tomorrow. Not feeling too great, unfortunately. He's not getting away with not doing any homework though. He's got homework that he's going to have to catch up on. Strange how they work that at high school. He's not been given any homework all week, and then today he's been given, I think, 5 in one day. That's not too bad, is it? More tombstones there. I think someone may be online there. If there is, I said this in the last stream, would you mind just typing anything just so I can see where it'd pop up on the screen? I'm not quite sure. Or even if it would pop up, I'm not sure. Well, that's a messed up tombstone, isn't it? And another messed up one. Add a bit more water. Yeah, so once I've done this live stream, I'm going to upload my haul video that I've filmed. I've edited it already. I just wanted to sit down and do this for a little bit before I did that. And I'm going to carry on watching American Horror Story. In bed, probably. Check on the children. Bloody put my finger in it. Yeah, the water does make it easier to work with. But I'm going to end up having to go over the top of it here again. How's it looking so far? See, it's coming up black on camera, but it's not black. It's called Payne's Grey. I think this was from the range, if I remember correctly. Oh, more water. It's a bit thicker than I wanted. I'm just going to have to leave that one because I've just gone over it by accident. Never mind. I love to be one of them people that can do this so easy. I feel like I'm having to concentrate so hard on staying in the lines. It's ridiculous. We're nearly done now. You'll notice though when it's dry, you'll notice then if you've missed any bits. Well, I do anyway. I'd put too much paint down here. You see? This is what I do all the time. I think I need more than I do. Right, so I'm just going to wash this brush off. I'm going to use a slightly bigger one. Oh, you've disconnected from the iPad, that's annoying. I don't know why it does that. I'm sort of guessing now what you can and can't see. So I'll hold it here to get all these bottom bits. Yeah, there's a bit there, there is a streak there that I've missed. I will just have to keep checking the camera now. If I move you down a little bit. There, I can see a bit better now. It does look shiny now, but when it's dry, it will dry matte. I'm just really wanting to use just this paint up because I'm terrible for wasting it. It wasn't too expensive, this one though. I think it was like £1 for that big tube. Right, so I've done that bit now. We'll have a little test if these paints are over the top of this darker background. Let me zoom you out. Right, so there's the background. So I did initially go over that with Inktense, but I didn't like the look of it. It was quite streaky. So I went over it with Neocolor 2, I like to think then. So I'm just going to have to wet this and leave it for a second to activate. That glitter does get everywhere though. That's annoying that that's happened with the iPad. It's terrible, it just keeps disconnected. I don't know why it does that. So I'll keep you zoomed out for now and see what you can see. And if it's no good, I'll zoom in then. Yeah, you do have to wait a little while. Just while it's activating. I think that should be okay. So I don't want to put my arm in the black paint. Is that picking up at all on camera? When I was doing the first impressions of these paints, yeah, I'm going to have to be careful because it's Neocolor underneath and I'm moving the pigment there. I might not be able to use these actually. I might just do a line possibly at the top. I completely forgot about that. Silly me. Oh yeah, and it does get everywhere. You see? There we go. It's not turning out as I wanted. I said this yesterday about this colour in heaven issue. The second half of the book I can see myself colouring, but the first half is not my cup of tea. It's not my style at all. Saying there's a couple of pictures that look like candles that are ghosts or something. I don't know. They're a bit... yeah, it's not for me. Don't want to bash the artist at all, but I won't be colouring them in. Yeah, so I'm going to have to leave that as it is. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use them with Neocolor. Silly me for forgetting. But be aware, they go everywhere. So I'll start on the Witchy Witch Witch. I'm just going to go for the colours that I usually go for. I do need to start branching out a little bit more. So I've got light peach, I have got, where's my other one? There she is. It's not seashell pink, it's moved. Yeah, these two. More of a pinky. So we've got Nectar and Rosy Beige. So they're more of my contour colours. Use my snazzy handy dandy new sharpener. Believe it or not, it is good with Prismacolors, this one. I've not had one break yet. It'll be just my luck though. But one will break for the first time on camera. You see the point? Whereas before, this is just the point that I was getting. So you can see the difference. I do know that these are soft core pencils, so we'll have to be super duper careful because they will crack if... I'm just going to go over with a light base all over skin, and then I'll add the shading where I think she needs it. So yeah, and the fact that I've got to 100 subscribers now, I'm really chuffed with that. I didn't think anybody would want to watch anything that I put online, videos, especially with my accent. I didn't think people would be able to understand half the things I was saying, because I know I do mumble a lot. That's what I get told. I mumble and I talk too quick. So yeah, so the fact that 100 people, you know, want to see more content from me, I'm really chuffed. So thank you very much. That might not even show up on camera, but it's a very light base. I'm going to go in with the second darkest colour. I don't do anything too fancy with the skin. I can't do because I don't really know how to. I'm just doing what I like to do, where I think the shading of her face would be. I suppose you think about it like makeup. This is where you put your contour, this is where you put your bronzer. I do have to keep looking up. I've moved the camera further down just so I can keep checking I'm in frame. I can switch my iPad off now then, can't I? Because that's annoying. It's not my iPad actually, it's Isabel's. I just borrow it just for YouTube. Borrow or lend, my dad will tell me off of that. I lend, I borrow, she lends. I always get told off by my dad for that. I'm almost 32 years old. If I'm not going to remember it now, I'm never going to be able to remember it. Right, so around here. There'd be a natural shadow underneath her hair. A tiny weeny little bit around the claws, and for some reason I always end up doing the shoulder like that when technically I know that there would be light going there, but for some reason I always do that. I have got a heat gun that I could have used to dry the acrylic, but I don't want to be making a loud noise because it's not the quietest thing in the world. Right, so I'm going to go in. I don't know whether to go in with the even darker one or go back to the light peach. I will add a little bit of this and just see. This is definitely more of a brown peachy colour. I'm sort of thinking purple for her, well, black with like purple streaks, or like if you would have your hair toned, like that sort of colour. There's been many of times when I I've got bleach blonde hair, so there's been many of times when I put toner on my hair and left it on for too long, and it's turned my hair like a purpley blue hue colour. And once it's on there's nothing you can do about it. I've been pink, red, I've been green, but that wasn't by choice. That was when I'd just done my hair and I went into a swimming pool and the chlorine completely changed the colour of my hair because of the bleach. That was fun. Brown, black, blue, black. And I always end up going back to blonde. Always. Right, so I think I'm not even gonna do anything with the nose there because I've done that before and I've wrecked a picture. I'm going to go over again with just a light coating all over. I've got, where are you? This Luminance, not Luminance, because I was looking at Luminance earlier on, the Caran d'Ache, is it called, yeah, Full Blender Bright. So I'll give that a sharpen and we will try that again. I've only tried it the once, but it has made that page quite shiny. I'm not too sure whether I'm keen on that, so we'll try it again and just try, just see. I do usually use the Derwent blender, but look at the size of him now. I should have really replaced them instead of buying something different that I didn't know that I'd like, but I didn't. I've been learning as well to use white as a blender, and that's been working quite well. I probably won't be able to find it actually. Let me just show you. It is really a gorgeous picture of how it's turning out. So I've got it separate in this folder. I'll just have to be careful that I don't get. So that's the colour one that I'm doing as well, but this is the one that I was just doing in my own time last night. And I used white in her hair and on the tail for blending. I do think it's turning out really nice. It always seems to be the case when a video, it doesn't particularly turn out fantastic, but when I'm doing it in my own time, I'm not worrying about it. It turns out super duper. Annoying. Oh, zoom you back in. Am I going to be able to do this? It's annoying. Oh, I can't do it now. Oh, I do apologise. See, if it's not broke, don't fix it, sort of thing. I can't zoom back in. Stupid camera. Let me stand up. Where are you meant to pinch it? Oh, that's just going to have to be left as it is. I'm going to have to look on the website if it do that properly. I'm just guessing every time. I do apologise. That's probably better that you're not that close in, then you can't see my mistakes. I do really like how she's turning out actually. I'm going to give her bright red lips, I think. I'm not going to do that though until I've done the hair. I have made that mistake in the past and not like the outcome. You know what I have forgot? Her fingers. any shading in here. This light is wrong. That should be better. Just a little bit where it would naturally be. I'm going to go over it again with light peach. My husband's actually going to America next month, so I'm going to ask him very, very, very nicely, can I go into the art stores over there and get me a couple of open stocks of my favourite Prismas, because you can't buy them open stock that I know of over here. So I will put these back. I don't like leaving my pencils out just in case I knock them and they drop on the floor. I know that the cores can break quite easily. See, with this, I don't know if you, well, we'll see together. I don't know whether you can put it in here, so I might just be breaking a brand new sharpener in, I don't know. Sounds like it's alright. Well, I really do apologise for not being able to zoom back in, that's really annoying. Yeah, see the point? See, it says that someone's online. I don't see any writing or anything. So I'm literally just going to go over the top. See, we had a break then. I don't know if you heard that. Still quite a sharp point though. Where are you, camera? You are. I think it's just sort of smoothing everything out, isn't it? I actually had somebody on Facebook before saying I'd added the picture of my YouTube studio app that I'd reached 100 subscribers, and they said, have you got any tips? So I have no idea, so I just enjoy sharing your hobby. I mean, I've got no other tips. See, I don't know if that makes any difference. I mean, to me now, it just looks a bit shiny. I'll lift you up. She's still super pretty, and I love the way that her skin's turned out, actually. I really like that. What do we think, the pumpkins? So we'll go for these two shades to start off with. Got Scarlet Lake, which is more of a red. And I can't even see the right. It's called Pumpkin Orange. I'd never noticed that before. This is one of the pencils that notoriously kept breaking on me. That's why it's so tiny. So I'm going to have to be super careful and keep checking this. That should be okay. I'm just really nervous about these breaking, like I said, because you can't get them open stock over here. I don't fancy buying another new pack. They're not cheap. I do love these though. I love these and I love my colours. Lovely, lovely jubbly. See? Hi Pam. It is working then, the chart. I was wondering which side it would pop up at. I'm glad someone's online to actually, you know, type on and show me where it is. I was better zoomed in than this, but for the life of me I can't understand what you're meant to do. So I apologise. I will get better. I will figure it out. Right, so I don't know whether to go in. The red's probably darker, isn't it? We'll go in with the pumpkin orange. You know what as well? That the special effects book that I've got is specifically got pumpkins in, and I didn't look at that before starting this off tonight. If I was doing it, if I was colouring this in my own time, then I would do. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Like I said, I was zoomed in better, but then, oh, it's annoying. Because I'm using a different app to stream with. I don't fully understand how it works. But I did do, let me move you down, I did do the bottom bit. That bit in acrylic I used, this was from the range, just a cheaper one from the range, Payne's Grey, because I was a bit bored, to be honest, of doing black. You use black on everything. So I wanted to change. But to be fair, on camera it's coming out black. I'm going to have to go over it again. I think I can see it's patchy. Oh! I don't usually colour pumpkins, so I don't know really what I'm meant to be doing. Shading to the top and shading to the bottom, I think that's the rule. So how are you, Pam? Are you okay? What have you been working on? Have you been working on anything Halloween? Have you got this Colouring Heaven edition? Oh, thank you. I know I'm terrible for it. I'm terrible. If you have got this book, have you noticed some of the I'm not going to flip it out because I've got all sorts on my table in front of me, but some of the pages have got creases in and they like flip over on themselves. I mean, I've never had that on a Colouring Heaven issue before. It's never been a problem. So I'm wondering whether it's just mine. As soon as I've finished doing this, I'm going to get back to me American Horror Story. I've watched that. I probably watched 3 episodes of that today. I'm hooked on it again. Even though I probably watched up to season 6, I think. The one with Lady Gaga in. I've completely forgot what happens. It's like watching it all over again, I suppose. I don't know whether to add that red or not. Will it be too red? I'll go for more of a bright orange. I don't know. Right. Let me just read. Oh, it was you that commented, yeah. It's terrible, isn't it? See, I've not got any of Nikki's boots, so I don't know that. And I haven't got any of the Romantic Countries. I've had them on my Amazon wish list for the longest time. But I kept thinking to myself, am I going to colour them? What do you think? Do you think more of a red or like a bright orange? Because I'm a bit worried that bright, literally orange, is going to be too similar in colour. Is there anything else I could use? Poppy red? Oh, I know. I was just saying though, that to be honest, this artist is probably the only one that I'll do out of it. These remind me too much of Harry Potter. And these I don't mind grayscale, But I think they're a little bit too grayscale, and I've already done this one. I'll do that at Artist as well. But them other ones that are grey, I don't think I will colour them. So which one do you think? Poppy red or light brown maybe? Right, so I'll put these two back. What light browns have we got? Burnt ochre. That's got more of a reddish tint to it. Terracotta. See, I have no idea when it comes to pumpkins. I think you're probably right with that one though. No, you know what? We'll go with the burnt ochre. Yeah, we will. Saying I got a new sharpener. And it's quite good with Prismas actually. I'm saying that I've not had one breakage yet. I'm sorry. You know what though, I do love Harry Potter. I do really like Harry Potter. I think I've seen probably 3 or 4 of the films. But I just, they remind me of something that my son Lewis would colour. The 13-year-old who loves Harry Potter. That reminds me even of Lewis with love spells. It really does. I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's the only reason why. I've seen a couple of really nice finished pages of them online. I don't know if this is going to be dark enough. Oh, it might be okay actually. Where does it look on camera? I can't see. Oh yeah, it's picking up on camera. My Kirby page is taking me forever as well. You know when you start a page and like I'm not even halfway through and you think, why did I start this? That's what I'm feeling like at the moment. I mean, I've got to a stage in it now where I'm not quite sure what to do. I don't know. I have a video tonight, another haul, and I'll smack my hand, no more hauls. I'll probably upload that later on tonight or early tomorrow morning. Yes. You'll understand why I'm laughing when you see that haul video. I've just got for the first time a Clara Markova boot, you know the new one, the Fairy Enchantments. I want to say I'm not coloured in it yet. I've not even properly sat down and flipped through it. I've just literally opened the package, done the video, and I popped it back on my boot shelf because I don't want to start another one. But I have to show you this just in case that you've not seen that video when I upload it. Let me just get it for you. I will warn you that it is a little bit more expensive on Etsy, but it's absolutely stunning. You get them free with it, and that Halloween one. But yeah, I'm going to take these out and I'm going to actually scan these just in case that I want to do them again. Because I think to buy individually they're about £4 each on Etsy. So I've got the full set and I'm super excited to start that, but I need to just finish what I've already started. So that's my rant over about that boot, because that's Mariola Budek, I think that's how you pronounce her name, from Etsy. You'll be able to see it better in that video that I have filmed. How do you think that's looking now? What's it look like on camera? Sharpen and move. Hi Mia, are you okay? I'm trying to figure out whether that pumpkin needs any more shading or not. I've literally put Neo Colours 2 on it yesterday. And I've just gone over with Prismacolor Burnt Ochre. And I think it needs darkening a little bit more. I'm a bit annoyed actually with that. It's fine. I know, it's gorgeous though, isn't it? It really is. She sends you them free prints as well. So that's on like toned paper. That's such good hair practice, isn't it? And then there's one on the back. And that little Halloweeny one. And they even send you a handwritten card. I mean, I love things that are personalised. As soon as I've got my own art room, which I keep nagging my husband, they will be going up on the wall when they're finished. So yeah, anyway, I need to darken this pumpkin up. I don't particularly want to be going in with black. So we'll try and find a darker brown. Dark umber maybe. Maybe darken under her hand and next to her dress was shadowing it, if that makes sense. So like here, you mean? Like under her fingernails and there? Yeah, possibly. So let me sharpen this. I need to get back to that, oh, what's it called? I can't think of the bloody name of it. Colouring effects. I need to properly sit down and do some of them tutorials and that, I think. Thank you, Mia. Yeah, I think I need to do that. I mean, I know that I'm not the best. I say that probably in every single video and I'm still trying to learn myself. Is this what you mean, Pam? I didn't realise that you was trying to catch me live. Yeah, is that what you mean, like shading around this area? And probably the only reason that I am doing it live tonight, my husband's gone out to, it's like a worksman dinner in Manchester. So he's gone there tonight. So both my children are in bed. My little girl, she's still poorly, and then my eldest, Lewis, who's 13, he's come down with the sickness bug. And Lewis never ever complains about being poorly. And he even made it his favourite tea. He made him a pizza and he refused it. He didn't want it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're completely right. But whether I can get away with doing this shading or not is a different thing. That's my e-cigarette that you can hear. I only bought that last week and I think I chose probably the loudest one in the shop, not realising, so I do apologise. I think I'm just going to have to keep going over it. Layers and layers, aren't I? Oh, you were totally right though, that does look right though, thank you very much. Yeah, so I need to finish this one. And then that Hannah Lynn, and then that Kirby one. That Kirby's a big one. I will show you actually, because I'm a bit stuck on what to do. I mean, I start these pictures. Right. So here's the big one that I'm working on. I'm sort of stuck what to do shading wise with him. Thank you, Mia. Yep, I've done the moon, I'm happy with that. I'm not bothering with the trees now. I think I've gone over them with, it was Inktense and Polish. Hello, Rolo. Rolo. I'm not talking to myself, I've got 2 dogs. Come here, hello. Oh, are you annoying Evie? Can I lift you up and show you her? I don't know if you'll be able to see her there. She's only a teeny weeny little thing, little chihuahua. You say hello. You say hello. Are you annoying Evie? Leave her alone. Yeah, so I don't know what to do about the shading with this. my elder one. I've got a cream one. Evie. She's getting a little bit moody now. She's getting a little bit older. I think there's a year between them. And she's sort of like, Rollo, go away. Evie? Evie? No, she's ignorant. Evie? Noodle? Come on. Fine. Fine. I called her Evie off Pokemon. Alright, back to the colouring. You can go out in a little bit. It won't kill you if I wait a little bit. You went out not long ago. Right, so I hope I'm adding enough there. Pam, you was totally right. Would there be shading then behind this pumpkin? This bit here? You know, casted from this pumpkin and the cat maybe? Yeah, maybe the grey, yeah. See, I have no idea. I'm still learning myself. Oh, you've got 3? What do they call me? I know how old are they? I've got 2 girls. So Evie's 7 and Rollo is almost 6. I'll try and get Evie. She's my really cute one. Evie? She is my teeny tiny one. Let me look at the camera a little bit. No, you're not going to look at the camera, are you? You can see the size of her paws. She's teeny tiny. Go on. Oh, lovely. Did they fight as well like my 2? Not fight as in like getting angry with each other. They just play fight all the time. Oh, Grey with the wolf. You know what? I nearly started then as well. I nearly started. Nearly. Yeah, I do. I need to sit down for a couple of hours with that Mythomorphia book. I don't know why I started with that. I always feel broken halfway through. Yeah, but I'll do that probably. I might spend an hour in it tomorrow morning when Isabel's at nursery. Hopefully she's going if she's not too poorly. Well, we'll see. Do we need to sharpen again? No, we're alright. So I'm using dark brown now. Just add a little bit. Yeah, it must be a Chihuahua thing, that. I swear half of the time I think mine are cats. The way that they sit down, the way that they clean themselves, they'll lick the paws and then rub it across their faces like cats. It's so strange. I've never known any other breed of dog to do that. But yeah. Especially Evie. Evie's I don't like to pick favourites, but Evie's really my baby. I wanted Evie for a very long time. So she's a spoilt little girl. You Evie? Hey, you Noodle. She's just sat at, literally I've got the patio doors at the side of me. She's just waiting to go out. But I can hear it raining, so you won't want to go out. Am I making it look muddy by doing this? I'll lift you up. No, it's looking alright, isn't it? I might try and add a little bit of highlight though. Sand. Oh, that's fine, Pam. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. I'll be coming off myself soon anyway. I've got the school run in the morning. Good old school run. So hopefully that's just added a little bit of a highlight to that. I didn't realise, Mia, that you tried to catch me online. I only did live streaming for the first time a couple of days ago. I do find it a lot easier doing live streaming than actually filming the video and editing, but don't get me wrong, I still do enjoy doing that as well. Right, so what do we think for her? I'm still thinking the black, blue sort of colour. Oh, I was just ending. Oh, I'm sorry. What time are we on now? I want to try and get another maybe half an hour of American Horror Story in before I have to go to bed. Up early in the morning. I think that might be a bit too dark. So we've got violet, blue. I'm just winging this now and just seeing what happens. China blue. And then, you know what, I've not even used this, so for that reason I'm going to use this electric blue. I don't know when to live stream. Sometimes I could do with somebody sending me a list of people that live stream and what time, because I wouldn't like to step on people's toes, you know, and be on at the same time as other people. I wouldn't like to upset anyone. I reached over 100 subscribers earlier on this evening. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Oh yeah, and I was over the moon. I was thinking, 100 people want to watch me. They want to watch me sit even colour. I'm really happy. I'm really chuffed. Oh, it should be okay that night. I was reading that special effects book yesterday and I did try it on that Hannah Lynn picture and it did work out quite nice. So work from dark to light. Whereas beforehand I was doing it the other way around, so we'll see. Is there a spreadsheet? I think there is, yeah. A while ago, I mean I'm talking months and months ago here, I saw something on Facebook and it was literally someone had put it in as a graph, like each YouTuber and then the days and the times that they would stream. But back then I wasn't even, you know, even thinking about doing videos myself, so I didn't take a screenshot or save it, no nothing. So I'm kicking myself now that I didn't do that. Oh, thank you. Oh, she still has one. Is that on a certain group that I could find it? I do talk to Kate from Kate's Colouring Haven. Do you think that she would maybe have it? I could possibly ask her. Right, Mrs. Let's start your hair. I do see you on Mia. I do see you comment on different people's videos and you're on the live streams. What are you working on at the moment? Anything Halloween-y? Have you got this book? I was complaining to Pam that some of the pages in this book are a bit cockeyed. They roll over on themselves and it looks like they've got a line. Yeah, I'll ask Kate. Yeah, well, I'll ask Kate and see if she knows. Yeah, so some of the pages are a bit weird in this book, and I've never had that issue with A Colour in Heaven before. So I don't know whether it was a printing error or what, I don't know. I don't get the subscription of it, I just literally go out and buy it at the shop when it's out. Yeah, so I don't know. I've thought about it a couple of times getting the subscription, but before this issue, the last probably 4 to 5 issues I wasn't too keen on. So it's probably a better idea me not getting them. I don't know how long I've been on for now. Oh, 1 hour and 5 minutes, time flies. You used to have it, do you not have it anymore? Yeah, I'd just be a bit worried if a couple of boots, you know, that I'm not going to use and literally just sat on my shelf. What do you do with them if you're not going to use them? Can you take them to a charity shop? I mean, and then you're not actually saving any money, are you? If anything, you're probably wasting money. I know that looks dark there, but I did this last night and it worked out. Evie, will you shut up? Do your chihuahuas do that stupid backward sneeze? But it sounds like they're sneezing and coughing at the same time. Right. So are you not bothering sorting the subscription out again? I wouldn't, because you never know from month to month if it's going to be any good, really. I actually ordered the... You know what I wish they'd do? You know, the older ones, the older issues, the ones that I missed before I was even starting to colour. I wish that they'd do the reprints of them. I know that there's certain ones that you can get, like the Hannah Lynn Steampunks. I ordered that one and I got that one. But there's other ones that, the Strangeling ones, I'd absolutely love to have that. There was another one. And the images were really weird. I can't quite remember. Oh, and there was a Misfits one as well. Yeah, well that's how I feel as well. I literally just popped to my local store and they're just in there. So that's why I probably won't bother now. Well, you two just sit down. I've got the crates right behind me as well, so they're running backwards and forwards, in and out, in and out. Sometimes when I'm filming I do have to just put them in the beds. Because some people have found it a bit annoying, wouldn't they, even that all the time. Because we've got wooden flooring throughout. I'm hoping to just get most of this section of her done, and then I will have to call it a day. I need to sort out Lewis's dinner out for in the morning, even though I really don't think he's going to be going to school. I'm going to have to wake him up and see how he is. And it's a shame, really. He doesn't ever complain, Lewis, when he's ill. But he really did look poorly tonight. He looked really pale. His eyes were watering, he looked really upset. Then what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Do you feel sick? No, I've just got no energy. Oh, it's bloody time of year, isn't it? Bugs going round. It's a shame. It's actually a miracle that me and my husband have not got anything. Hi, Kimmy. Welcome. I was rambling on about my son being poorly. I didn't see your comment. Hi, welcome. I'm just working on the hair on this lady. I did have it zoomed in initially, but I can't figure out how to do it again. So this sort of style that I'm doing the hair, I did it last night in a Hannah Lynn picture and it turned out beautifully. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it'll work out again. But we'll see. I'm just using Prismacolor for my pencils. And like I said, I'm hoping that it just turns out. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I did the acrylic bottom as well on camera and it feels like it took a lifetime, and I am going to have to go over it because it is a little bit streaky. Yeah, I really like these, but I just I love my polys just as much as well because I'm quite heavy-handed, so I have to be careful that I don't press too hard and break. My two dogs are fighting. Rollo, will you leave her alone? Ugh. I've got like a front room, dining room attached, and I can't see them because the couch is in the way. But they're running round, I think, on the rug, chasing round after each other. see, I've lost where I was up to now. Cheers, doggies. Yeah, so this is similar to what I did last night. Let me just get that picture and show you. It really did turn out beautifully. So, that one. See her? I think it turned out. I know. Chihuahuas. The lovely dogs are just annoying at times. Yeah, this is a similar thing that I did with the hair last night. So I went in with the darker colour and then went light. Yeah, they're really lovely dogs, but sometimes they can be annoying. I mean, I wish I could turn the camera around and... Oh, they're going mad. They're going mad. Not mad as in like battering each other and being angry. They're just play fighting. And they're running over here. Which one's here? Evie? Evie? No, she's not interested. My old cow, she's not bothered. So, Kimmy, are you working on anything nice at the moment? Anything Halloween-y? I'm trying to get all my Halloween pictures in now. And then I can start on Christmas. I can't wait to start on Christmas pictures. I've only been colouring since July, I want to say. So this is all the first for me, doing the Halloween, you know, and the Christmas and everything. So I'm super duper excited. I've got the... I'm not going to touch it as well until the end of November. The Hannah Lynn, the Christmas one. Is it Christmas Darlings or something like that? Yes, they can be very annoying. Very annoying. One of mine as well barks terribly at the door. And nothing stops her. That one as well that's doing that. She's, unfortunately as well, she's got epilepsy. She has fits. And you literally just have to sit down with her and stroke her and just tell her everything's going to be okay and calm her. And then she's fine after that. She's rolling around in Evie's bed. Oh, which week are you doing it in? You colour along? Like I said, I'm doing this one at the moment. Then I've got another Hannah Lynn from the Halloween edition, and the Kirby one as well. I'm just doing that in my own time. I've not filmed anything to do with that, but I think I will go in with the greys because the lady was on earlier on the live stream and she recommended greys. I think she's right. The greys and blues will be nice together. The Creeper collab, which one's that? I know that there's is it classed as a competition? That there's 5 pictures that you can print off for free. Oh, what was it called? It might even be that. I can't remember. And the artists were from Etsy. And you had to colour the pictures for an entry into it. I can't quite remember. Yes, that's the one. Yes, that's the one. Yep. I'd saved the pictures and honestly I did want to print them out. But I'd already started my Kirby one and I thought it's too much to take on. I won't be able to do it, and you know I wouldn't be able to commit to all that. Unfortunately. So yeah, we stuck to Colour in Heaven. I've just realised I'm not adding any highlights here because I'm chatting away. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I spent probably about 45 minutes doing her hair last night, so I don't want to be doing it again. Not when American Horror Story is on over there. Press pause. I've really got back into it. There's a month-long event. Yeah, that's the one. To be totally honest though, I've seen a lot of people colouring Deborah Muller's work. And please don't bash me, but I don't really like her style. It's nothing against the woman, I bet she's a really nice lady. But that sort of style, it's not for me. It's same as, what's she called? Joanna Basford. I don't like her style. I don't know whether it's... I don't know whether it's because of the flowers everywhere and the little intricate details, or I can't be doing with that. So yeah, I really do apologise if you disagree with me, but that's what I feel. You know what, now that I'm going to put that down, I'm going to go over the whole of it and blend it out with the lighter colour. Whoa, it's looking luminous, that on camera. I swear it's not that bright in person. No, I don't like Joanna. I don't. I had... what did I buy? I bought the ocean one. I can't remember what it's called. Inky Ocean or something like that. And then the forest one. I had both of them and I give both of them away to my friend. The only one that I did keep was Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, which I have kept that one. I do like that. Yeah. I have kept that one, but I won't be... And I've seen the review of a new book with drawing. No, that's not for me. I buy a book to colour in. I don't want to have to draw it myself to colour. It's the same as the Kirby boots. I think it was Anamorphia, the first one. He'd put a lot of spaces for you to put your own things in, when it was like, I bought this book to colour in. I don't want to have to do the drawing myself. Yeah, I'm really sorry. You don't have Ivy's really nice. Ivy and the Inky Butter, it is really nice, and the papers, it's superb in it. You know, I can't say anything but nice things about that book. And I like the paper in the other books, but it just wasn't my style. And it was a lot of small areas. I even bought fine tip pens to try and make myself like that book, but no, it's not for me. So I won't be buying it anymore, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was the same as Anamorphia as well. You have to draw your own. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's a nice boot, that one. It is nice. That one seems a little bit different to the other ones. I'm just going to try and go over this with a light layer. And you know what? I'm going to try this Caran d'Ache blender again and see what we think of that. Yeah, well, you see what I mean? All the tiny details. That'd give me a headache. I get a headache sometimes from my children and my dogs. I don't need it for my colouring book. See, it's coming up really bright that on camera, but honestly it's not. It definitely looks like a box dye job, this, and she's not got hairdressers because it looks a bit patchy, doesn't it? So we'll go over this. I don't actually know how it's going to look. Oh, you do PDFs? I was just showing. Is it this one? Let me get it and show you. I'm trying to keep all my bookshelf all neat and tidy. So I do apologise, I'm going to take a bit longer because I'm going to have to put it back where it belongs. Is it this one? Oh, I couldn't agree more with the paper. Is it this one? And forgive me for how I pronounce this, but it's Succumbs. This is the PDF that I got from Etsy. Apparently the paper you could get it in 2 different papers, a marker paper and a watercolour paper, but apparently it's not particularly very good. These first bits here were free images that came with the books. I think the paper that I printed, I think it was 180 GSM I printed these out. So I have used markers on these, I've used Neocolor. There's one picture in here, I'll show you. And it was an utter disaster. I don't know if you've watched Game of Thrones, but she looks like Daenerys so much. Yeah, I found that this is the reason why I bought the PDF. And I think it was less than £20 for both of the books on PDF. So it's a lot cheaper to buy the PDFs. I think this is the page that Colour with Claire did. And she put stickles in the, I think it was in the Fireflies. It turned out beautiful. But look at the state of this. I don't want to knock the camera. But I used the Arteza Everblend for this, the skin set. And look how terrible it turned out. I've even put an unsmiley face because I was so unhappy. I will remember, I will link this down below when it's up and, you know, sorted. But it is a lovely, 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 it's 2 books actually. I have done a few pages in it. Yeah, so that's that PDF. And then the other PDF that I got was this one that I don't know if you was on the live stream at the time. I did buy the physical version of this. Which paper was that I printed it on? It was 160 GSM. It was just from a local art store that I bought that paper. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was like £4 for 100 sheets. Yeah, so it wasn't expensive. It might work better. It might work better. I will try again. So yeah, I bought the original, you know, the proper printout version book of this. You even signed it. How nice is that? But you can buy these as PDFs, but I think they're quite expensive. They're almost about £4 each. That's why I went out and I got, you know, the full hog and got the whole thing. But yeah, I couldn't. Who's the artist? Sorry, Mariola Budek, and she's on Etsy as well. Yeah, I think I'll try and make a paper as well. But oh god, that's annoying me so much. I've got some Ohuhu markers as well. And I think I've only used them 2 or 3 times and most of them have dried up. I'm past the point of return as well. I can't return it anymore because I've had them for a couple of months. I was pretty upset the other night when I was using them. I was actually filming at the time. Yeah, it's really nice that she signed it. Oh yeah, and you got that as well, sorry. Look. It says, "Dear Deborah, thank you so much for your support and I wish you happy colouring." I thought that was so sweet. You know, it's personalised. So I'll definitely be colouring that. Definitely one to be framed. See what I mean with this pen? It's not even a pencil. Would you be able to find that on Amazon? I will have to Amazon that. I'm terrible for Amazon. I'm ordering stuff off there, and I think sometimes I hope it turns up before 6 o'clock so my husband doesn't see. No, but he usually knows everything that I order. He's good. He's good like that. He knows how much I love this. I'll have a little nosy at that then, thank you. That might be a little bit better quality than the one that I was using. It was, like I said, it was only a cheapy one. When I first started printing them out, you know, I started using normal printer paper. Oh my god, why didn't I know? So much ink wasted. So many pictures printed out that I can't colour on. I'll have to give it my daughter. She can scribble on it one day. See, this doesn't seem like it's making much of a difference. It's not making it go through. I think I might add some little highlights with gel pens. Oh, does she? I'll have to have a look at her videos then. I'll have to have a little nosy. Try and keep everything tidy. Right, my blue's back. I've literally got stuff all over the table. I need a bigger table. Right, I'm just going to put a little dots and whatnot. You can buy watercolour. What was that? Is that like gesso? So you'd put it on first and then put the marker down? Because that's one thing that I've not tried. Watercolour grind. I've not heard of that. Yeah, I've not heard of that before. Is it like water? Is it like gesso? I'll have a little nosy. Right, my blues that I've got. That's more of a green Deborah. These are another thing that I can't rate highly enough. Yeah, it says like gesso. I went to Hobbycraft, funnily enough, actually at the weekend looking for it and they didn't have it in stock. So I'll go again. What day are we now? Thursday. I'll go again on Saturday. And if they've not got it again, then I'll just order it off Amazon. Because I know that gesso is meant to be good. Like this sort of paper, if I put gesso over the clouds, it's meant to be good for putting ink tents over the top. So I will have to try that. Will you two stop it, please? Oh, is it water-based markers? Like Crayola Super Tips, like them. I feel like what's these? Oh. Right, so which one do we think? You've got the Stardust at the top. That's more of a neon. And that's a metallic. I just wanted to put like a couple of dots through it to her. Shall I swatch them out? I put a video up earlier on as well of these paints. Oh, I don't want to wreck them. I need to buy a little tin for them. Let me see if I can get the shine. Can you see? And that's where they're from. I did a little first impressions before on them. That's the swatches of them. I mean, they're not anything. They're not like stickles. Yeah, super tips will work on that sort of thing. They do remind me of stickles, but I think what I'm gonna have to do is go over a couple of times. I was hoping to use them. I tried to use them at the top here, but me being silly forgot I meant Neocolor. It'll activate with water, so I'll have to try them on a different medium. But yeah, they're really nice, these actually. I mean, it looks like a diamond, doesn't it? How pretty. Oh, have you watched it? Oh, thank you. I haven't been able to check if anybody's actually watched it yet. Well, they're nice, aren't they? I mean, that literally looks like a diamond. Right. Move the sparkly things over there, it's putting me off. I think the Stardust is going to be better for this. Probably either that one or that one. See, I've never heard of watercolour grind. I'm wondering if it's the same thing as gesso. I'll have to Google that and read up about it because I have no idea. But that'd be ideal really for these sort of papers. I've got a lot of boots that are Amazon printed paper as well. Yeah, Stardust, yeah. Yeah, so that would be ideal. I worked on, it was a Misfits page and I used Inktense and you could see every single little ripple. So that would be really, really handy actually. Right, so I'll quickly just swatch these. See, that is definitely a lighter blue. Which one do we think? Lighter, darker? I just wanted to add a couple of dots. yeah, thank you, Mia. I will have a look. I will have a look on YouTube and I'll Google. And from Colouring Life, is that? I think we're going to do a mix of both. I'll have a look. Thank you for letting me know. See, this is what I love about colouring, that everyone's, like the community that's involved with it are really nice. I mean, everyone's helping each other. There's no, I don't really want to swear, but there's no like bitchiness, is there? You know, everyone just wants to help each other, which is nice, it's refreshing. You know. Oh, I like that, I like that, I like that. That reminds me actually, like the old fashioned in the 90s where you used to put the beads in your hair. Gosh, I do feel old. Do you remember we used to get like a piece of hair and then put the beads on over and over again and you'd tie a band? Oh gosh. Oh, does she? Oh, well, thank God I've not come across any troublemakers yet, but I can imagine that there will be. I suppose you've just got to you've got to have a thick skin sometimes, haven't you? I suppose. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it is dead cute, that actually. I just wanted it to look like little beads. Yeah, her out. Yeah, do you remember? I don't know if you went on holiday and then you used to always go to the beach, or there used to be always somebody there that you'd pay to wrap your hair, and then you'd go into the school the week after and get told off for having it in. Yeah. Do you think I'd get away with that at 32? I probably wouldn't, would I? I could always try. Right, now that I've finished the hair, I think I am going to have to end the live stream now. I have got this mess to clean up. I've got 2 little doggies to sort out. Lunches to do for tomorrow. And Mummy's knackered. I'm knackered. I always call myself Mummy in front of Isabel. Just so, fingers crossed, you might say my name. Evie, do you want to come and say bye? My moody little girl. My moody little girl, we can see her paw. Say, no, Mummy, leave me alone. Leave me alone. She's just trying to sniff the camera, the silly dog. No, thank you very much, Mia. It was nice to actually speak to somebody. I think the last 2-3 times that I've done streaming, nobody's actually been online at the time. So it's been really, really, really nice tonight that I've had someone to chat to. But yeah, I'm going to tidy this mess up. I might be able to show you because I have to move the camera. She might not let me. I don't want to press the stop button, sorry. Let me move your camera. There she is. She won't let me. Evie, you say hello. There she is. But yeah, I'm gonna call this a stream now. And I'll speak to you soon. I hope you catch me next time, Mia. See you soon. Bye.